Risk for psychotic disorders could be detected by neurological brain markers. Findings from the University of Missouri study could help identify people at risk. Help may be on its way for people who might lose contact with reality through a psychotic disorder, such as schizophrenia. People who may hear and see things that are not there could have symptoms of psychosis, better known as psychotic disorders. Now, researchers at the University of Missouri have found neurological markers in the human brain that could be used to detect people at risk for developing psychotic disorders and to understand when this risk has been successfully treated. Researchers said psychotic disorders are associated with increased levels of dopamine, a chemical released by nerve cells. In the subregion of the brain called the striatum, this area is wired to progress positive versus negative feedback for learning, often resulting in a person's thoughts and actions based on what they've experienced in the past. Therefore, researchers suggest that psychotic disorders involve a faulty feedback in learning that then drives a person's faulty beliefs and perceptions. However, measuring levels of dopamine in people is costly, invasive, and not feasible in everyday clinical practice. In this new study, MU researchers used an MRI at MU's Brain Imaging Center and found that people at risk for psychotic disorders exhibit evidence of dysfunction in the striatum. Researchers believe this pattern of activation could explain symptoms of psychotic disorders. For example, activation resulting from increased positive feedback could make a person's assumption seem truer than it really is. Meanwhile, activation from decreased negative feedback could make someone less likely to discard negative ideas. The team will conduct future research to examine how well an MRI can predict the risk of psychotic disorders and whether prevention treatments can normalize MRI scans. They hope that their research will help prevent psychotic disorders, improve the lives of millions of people, and greatly reduce public health costs.